All right, welcome back to Chaos Collectibles, everybody. It's been a long time since I've been on here. Been real busy and stuff, and something really sparked an interest in me recently. So I'm on the road a lot, and while I was on the road, I was watching this Remco and AWA figure tournament done by my buddy Matt Watson. Dude has the craziest collection of wrestling figures I've ever seen. If you get a chance, check it out. He did a tournament of all these figures, and I'm seeing all these customs that people are making for these AWA Remco figures, right? And some of them are pretty freaking awesome. Anyhow, that kind of reignited my customizing spark that I kind of lost earlier in the year because, as you can see, I jump from different things, right? I get burnt out on collecting certain things. I jump onto the next thing, but I always come back to the Remco realm of the Underworld figures, right? So, before I get too far ahead of myself here, this is Necros Wave 4 Realm of the Underworld figure. Very freaking awesome. This is what turns into Grim the Executioner at some point in the storyline, okay? So I happen to have an extra one of those laying around. And I'm sitting here looking, trying to brainstorm some ideas, okay? And I have these little muscle figures, right? Back from the 80s, right? Had these for years, okay? And I've been thinking about painting these guys up and stuff, but I didn't. Never got around to it. But there was one of them that was like my favorite when I was a kid. My favorite one. There's this guy right here, number 63. He's called to go Ricky, right? I had the same color one when I was younger. Purple, okay? Purple figure. I was like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to kind of a wrestling style, you know, Remco, AWA type of figure, right? And so I had to start looking on eBay at different stuff, you know. And I happened to come across, and I've bought one of these figures before. Funko Primal Age figures. Bottom Mamra, leg joint was terrible on that thing. Completely freaking garbage. Broke in the pack before I even opened it. Anyhow, that's beside the point. Got one from my buddy John Bloomfield who customized it. Pretty freaking cool figure. Seems real solid. Anyway, so I'm sitting there skimming through, and then I found one that I thought was really awesome. Had a similar style head, hair, everything. It was Bizarro. Can't show it to you because I ripped it apart, okay? In the package, where's the package at? In the package, I got this thing for like 10 bucks shipped to me. Super cheap, super cheap, right? That's the Bizarro right there. So I got this thing yesterday, and I've ripped it apart. Completely tore this thing apart, okay? Completely tore it apart. So the first thing I did is I shoved the screwdriver through the back of it with a hammer. Pressed it in there, started prying some. Got it to open up a little bit. Tore the arms off. Then I was able to get a screwdriver in at the side of it, pry some more. Boom, busted it off. Well, anyways, that's the neck peg right there. That goes into the head. So I actually had to snap the head off, okay? So what I ended up doing is I got my Dremel out, and I dremeled through the head. Ended up getting a piece of plastic in my eye, hot plastic. It was terrible, right? You should wear safety glasses when you do this shit, but for some reason I just never do, and stupid things like that happen. Anyways, I was all right. I mean, I can see, so that's the important part. Anyhow, I made this figure, and by the time I got done with it, it does remind me of this guy a little bit, okay? But it turned out to be like a Frankenstein monster, okay? So here is my Zoloworld Frankenstein monster, okay? I wished I had better light. I don't have this thing plugged in, but anyways, the eyes are red. You probably can't see him. The focus is probably terrible, but his eyes are red. So what I did is I took that Necros, I took the Bizarro head, and I just did a black wash over everything. over the Bizarro head, over the necklace, and that's the only thing I really painted on it. I painted some vein work in his arms. Vein work in his arms and in his chest. It's really hard to get it in here though. But yeah, I just went over it with like a wash, filled in the areas that are kind of recessed, right? To really make the figure pop. But how I got this head to fit on here, okay? And I know I talked about doing instructional videos, but it's kind of hard to set up a camera. I really got to figure out a way to do it. I'm not a good video editor. But one of these days I'm going to have to do that. But anyways, I'm going to just kind of pull this head off here. So I did that with the Dremel. Went in there with my Dremel. Kept grinding it out. And then that's when the piece of plastic got in my eye. And then the realm of the Underworld head, I just cut that tip off the neck peg. And this thing actually fits in there. Darn shame. Fits in there like perfect. Like, I mean, I gotta really force it in there and it fits perfect. I mean, I could pick this thing up by the head and it stays. Head turns, everything perfect, right? So I just wanted to come on here and just show you guys. This is my Frankenstein Remco Realm of the Underworld figure. Thanks to my buddy Matt Watson for doing your Remco AWA tournament and re-sparking that interest that I lost here several months ago as I ran out of ideas. And this actually is like perfect for Halloween, right? Perfect for Halloween. I did pick up a couple figures. I'm going to do another video on that probably tomorrow. There's a whole story behind that. Anyways, this is Frankenstein's monster, Remco, Realm of the Underworld, custom figure, newest one. All right, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time.